Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about paranoia and I want to talk about worst case scenario. So these are two signs that you're out of your flow state and you're not being the most inner balanced as you can be. So these are two of the signs that I have, and I feel like I didn't really learn that these were things that are more information for me, that I need to do more self-care, right? And prioritize my own needs. So like doing yoga or meditating, going for walks, all that kinds of stuff. So one of the things I enter is paranoia. So I'll wake up in the middle of the night, or when I'm trying to go to sleep, I'll just feel like something bad's gonna happen, or someone's gonna come into my home and therefore making me feel unsafe. But that's just my inner need for safety, and usually I don't feel safe when I'm not doing the things that make me feel whole and balanced. And I don't think a lot of people talk about paranoia in that way, right? And this is not in like the mental health sense, but this is in like the sense of like recognizing that you have some paranoid tendencies, and those tendencies are anxiety and fear driven. And the best thing you can do about it is like work with a coach or a healer or a therapist or somebody that can navigate you through where that fear is coming from, and bring your consciousness up. So when I say bring your consciousness up, what I mean is like in our subconscious, there are lots of things going on that we are not aware of. So you may feel these things, but your mind, your heart, your soul is not aware of what they are and why they're happening. And then your behaviors result in your response. So typically when we're not conscious to things, our behaviors, what we do, what we say, is what we notice. But then once you become conscious of something, it's so easy to like pinpoint it and then get back to where you need to be to, not feel these things that bring you out of alignment with truly who you are. So I wanted to talk about that because that's one of the signs for me that I am out of my flow. And now immediately I'm like, okay, I need to meditate. I'm not doing the things that I need to do to ease my mind, ease my worries, and really get back into my body. So if anyone's watching this and is like, oh my God, that's totally me, you're not alone, and you don't have to just live like that. There are many coping tools and many ways that you can understand where this paranoid feeling or this fear is coming from. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to you about anything. So I don't have comments turned on here because it's just not my jam, but you can totally message me on Instagram, and I'd love to see if working together makes sense. The other thing I want to talk about is worst case scenario. So I would say during my 20s is when I really started to notice that I was doing this. So for me, worst case scenario looks like when I go out, I'm always aware of where the exits are. I'm always aware of how to get out in case of emergency. And that is a bout of anxiety that I've learned through my own healing journey. And like even playing worst case scenarios with like people or situations or things, that is a bit of anxiety. It's a bit of like wanting control over something, and wanting to feel safe, secure, and in control if something happens. And after I had my daughter, I was living in that type of state of worst case scenario, and that's when I started working with a coach and discovered that is anxiety in a different kind of form. So once I start like doing this, right, my brain starts going into this worst case scenario thing, is when I'm like, okay, I need to get a massage. I need to do things that make me feel safe and secure, lay on the ground, do, body grounding techniques and listen to some music while I relax and close my eyes. There's so many different things. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about those two things, and if you watch this video to the end, for the 5 minutes that you did, then any of this probably resonated with you. I would love, love, love to hear from you. I also have a free call that you can do. It's a free session where I go into more details about my coaching program and any other sessions you're interested in doing with me. But you also get value out of it. You're going to get coached by me. You're going to get insight and guidance from me. Yeah, so if that sounds interesting to you and you feel connected to whatever space I'm holding here for you, whether it's the information I'm sharing or the energy I'm bringing, yeah, let's connect on my Instagram at The Watered Soul. Yeah, message me. I mean, that's all I got to say. All right, thanks.